We all want so badly to find the person that we are meant to be with. In addition, anyone who knows love and who has been in love cannot argue that it is the best feeling in the entire universe. Wars have been started over love and people have died for it. It is all too common to truly think that you love someone when it is, in fact, nothing but lust. There are certain indicators that you are not truly in love. Here are 8 of them. Hello there, welcome to Uber Mind. Want to know whether if it's love or lust? Subscribe now. Thank you. Number 1. You talk, but you don't communicate. Sometimes in relationships, you can talk to one another without really talking, if that makes any sense. Perfect examples of this is being simply that the two of you are just avoiding a tough topic, or refusing to acknowledge one another's feelings. If you don't feel that you can openly discuss anything and everything, you are not in love. If you actually were, you would feel safe and comfortable with your significant other to bring things up even if they are uncomfortable and awkward. Number 2. You don't feel like you're good enough for them. You may feel like you totally lucked out with your partner. But if you don't feel like you deserve them, according to the relationship expert, that could mean you're not meant to be. When you're with the right person, you should feel completely comfortable being your true self around them. You just trust that they find you amazing and want to be with you. But if you feel like you have to change who you are or you're afraid that being your true self isn't good enough, this is a clear sign that you are not meant to be together. Number 3. Your fantasy of what your ideal partner is doesn't match the reality. To be clear, this has nothing to do with physical appearance. This has everything to do with how your partner treats you, how they make you feel, and their behavior. According to the relationship expert, if you feel like you must change your partner, it is a sign that you weren't meant to be together. Remember, you can hope for change, but you can't expect it. If your partner isn't giving you what you need, you may need to think about whether this really is the right person for you. Number 4. You easily annoy each other. If you feel consistent endless negative feelings when you are around him, you should probably think about what you are doing with him in the first place. This can go both ways. If he gets equally and as uncomfortable, the two of you are definitely headed for some trouble in the relationship, if you aren't in it already. He should be your favorite person to want to be around above anyone else. That is not to say there will be some annoyance in any relationship. Sometimes you need space if there has been none or they do something that irritates you. It is the amount of how much he is actually annoying you, matters. So be on the lookout for that. Furthermore, a relationship should never get to a level of toxicity. Toxic fights are abuse and two people who are in love would never want to abuse the other. A toxic fight involves a lot of name-calling and harsh criticism between the two of you. It is the type of argument that brings up past mistakes, and the words exchanged are just to hurt the other. This is a situation that you should never continue to allow in your life. Because love isn't toxic, it is fulfilling and pure. Number 5. The date nights are gone. What isn't better than a date night with your man? You can get dressed up, be as girly as you want, and show him off to the world and strut your stuff as well. It is a pretty great feeling when you get ready for 2 hours, and he notices and compliments you for it. In healthy relationships, these kinds of nights are always a priority. You wouldn't miss it for the world. If you don't get excited or have a desire to look good for him, you should probably contemplate why. Of course, we all get a bit lazier when we are in a long-term relationship, there is no question about that. But the two of you will realize how crucial date nights really are, and you make sure to make time for it. Number 6. Everything is good, but they don't want a commitment right now. There's nothing worse than meeting someone who is perfect for you in every way, but tells you that they're not looking for anything serious at the moment. While you may feel an amazing connection and the chemistry is off the charts, if the person you have just met is not interested in a relationship, and you are, they are definitely not the one. If it's meant to be, you and your partner should be in similar places at your life when you meet. You can never make someone want to be in a relationship if they are not ready or wired in the direction. Although you can wait for them to change their mind eventually, you never know how long that will actually take. Number 7. All affection is gone. There is no hand-holding. Every time he tries, you aren't really down for it. The thought of him touching you is nothing but irritating to you. I am sure you can think back to a time that you were actually in love. You probably couldn't keep your hands off of him. We all know that couple, the ones that are making intense eye contact in the coffee shop and paying attention to no one else. Those are the couples that are truly happy with one another. Nothing else matters. They feel like they can take on the world together, and they don't see or notice anyone around them. Number 8. Conversely, it's purely physical with him. Love is a balance between a physical and emotional connection between two people. Lust is a completely different animal, and it often gets confused with love. A major indicator between the two is time. It takes time to get to know and to fall in love. If it is instant between the two of you, it is probably lust. That is not to say that it won't eventually turn into love. In fact, lust is the first stage of love. But it progresses as time goes on. You start to care about the other's well-being, and there doesn't have to be a physical component all of the time. Lust is purely physical and nothing else. Hope you enjoy the video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.